Hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. Good morning. It's morning. It's been a minute. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, just this. Oh my god. A full week. Actually, wait, maybe a little longer. No. Yes. When did I leave? When was the last time I streamed? God, it's been a while. I hope you all have had a wonderful week without me. Some good holiday cheer all around. It was Christmas after all. Um, if you celebrated or not, but hopefully you had a nice little break, some time off. Welcome in, everybody. Ray, congratulations for claiming VIP for today's stream. The most prestigious of my channel point redeems as there is only the one. And thank you for claiming your daily concessions. 148, we'll get there. We'll get there. I plan on doing a couple more streams. The 150. The only one. How's it going, Ray? Goldie, let's chat. Yeah, today, I don't really have anything particularly planned. This may be a fairly short stream in comparison to, most other streams, at least as far as Saturdays go. I just got back last night. My flight came in around 9 p.m., so I didn't get home until like 9:30, 9:40-ish, waiting for the various things. For my friend to come pick me up, all that good stuff. Just flew in, your arms tired? Man, they are so sore today. I'm I'm a stumbling. That has been a while. It's been a while. When I'm at my parents', or when I'm with my parents, I tend to just kind of, let them do all the talking, because my mother is she's a yapper. She's a talker. I keep it to a minimum, my response is, a lot of the time. But it's good. It's good. Traveled out last Friday. Because of the time zone change, the 5-hour flight was actually 8 hours. So that ate up my entire day. I left fairly early in the morning, too. Well, I guess actually technically my flight was, when was my flight on last Friday? It was like around like 10, 11, I think. But then we didn't get into like 7-ish, 6 or 7. No, I got in earlier. I had to wait for my brother. His flight was coming in a little later, but it was close enough where, I could just chill at the airport for like 30, 40 minutes for him to come in, and then we'd meet up with my parents. They'd drive over. So that was the plan. I got in, I chilled at the airport. I had some Shake Shack, because that airport has Shake Shack in it, and I was like, why not? It's a burger place I kind of know. They got okay burgers. Still expensive as fuck. That meal cost me like $25. But it's okay. My dad gave me airport money, which is pretty sweet. So I didn't feel as bad. I felt a little bad because it's just like, well, there's half of that gone, which is insane. One meal, even if it is at the airport. It's crazy. It's crazy how expensive airports are. It always blows my mind. But I was chilling, played some Infinity Nikki while I waited, in the airport. It was good. I have such a respect for people who play mobile games, like action-y mobile games. Now that I've been forced to play Infinity Nikki for a full week, not on PC, I do not like mobile controls. I understand it's kind of like all you can do with a screen, but it is, oof. It's rough, man. It's rough. Having grown up with tactile, like, joysticks and buttons to then using a screen is the strangest feeling. And I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not something I'm used to. And I'm still not really used to it. Honestly, I tried to avoid a lot of the more precision stuff because strangely enough, now that I've like experienced both worlds, there is quite a few kind of like precision platforming you have to do in a lot of areas that I was just like, oh, yeah, this sucks on mobile. Like, it's doable, but it's so much more a pain in the ass. Like the time trials. There's a couple. There's a realm that you can do where you can get like fancy little extras called Eureka. Uh, those I always, because on PC it's a cakewalk, right? It's a piece of cake for me to do that. And it's just like 5 minutes. Why you give me 5 minutes? It's hard mode. You should decrease the time. And then I did it on mobile. I was like, okay, let's try it on. Let's try to do one of these on mobile. Dear Lord. Oh, also, because we're chilling, I have a cup of my brown rice tea that I got in my Sakurako box, and I am currently munching on some tiramisu rolled wafers that my younger brother picked up for the family. And then my parents just like, here, take one of these. So I was like, all right. Hopefully y'all have some Christmas cookies left over sitting around. Because I know for a fact my parents definitely had a lot. I took home a small bag. I ate about half of them on the plane. And then the rest I have left. A lot of Christmas cookies. A lot of Christmas cookies were eaten. My mother bakes up a Christmas cookie storm. Let's see. All the usuals that she bakes. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different? No, 6 different types of Christmas confection. I can't rightly say they're all cookies. Most of them were cookies. Or cookie adjacent. And of course, she made peanut butter squares. Absolutely. Probably one of my favorite desserts. Very easy to make. Well, I say very easy to make, but the first time funnily enough, the first time I tried to make them, I overcooked the Caro syrup. And then when I tried to mix everything together, you know, as it was cooling, it just turned into like a hard candy. Because I'm a silly Billy. Well, I guess it was, I overcooked the Caro syrup sugar mixture. Because there's a little bit of a baking that goes into peanut butter squares, but for the most part, it's pretty easy. It's like 5 minutes tops of just stirring the syrup and sugar mixture together just to make sure it's all kind of like combined, and then you just dump it in a bowl with some peanut butter. I say some peanut butter, a lot of peanut butter, some Special K, get it all mixed up into a big clump, and then you slap it in a pan, wait for it to cool, and then you cover it with a nice thick layer of chocolate. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. Easy peasy. Love those things. It's the perfect combination of peanut butter, chocolate, and like a nice little crunchy mouthfeel. It's good shit. So we ate those up pretty quick. I want to say within the first like 3 days of the week, it was already like 2/3 gone. Me and my brother, they are kind of our favorite. I did try to parse out, spread it. We also had See's candy. I had my mother bought I think it was like a 2-pound box of See's candy. So it had 2 layers of candy instead of just the one. Oh my God. Double the chocolate. Oh. Unfortunately, she got the variety pack, so there were some fruity ones sprinkled in there, which I'm not as big a fan of. They are still okay. They're still good. Don't get me wrong. Still fine chocolate, but I'm not a it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite fruity chocolates or chocolate with like fruit flavors in them. I think it's mostly like cherry and like raspberry fillings, I think. Ah, yeah. They have a lot of other stuff too. Don't get me wrong. C's has quite the collection of various chocolate covered things. I guess just chocolates. Very good, very good. Probably one of our favorite chocolate places. If you've never had C's candy and you're in America, try to get it. It is actually like good chocolate. I dunk on American chocolate a lot, but that's a good one. I should say like commercialized American chocolate is not very great. But it is what it is. But my flights were good. I didn't really run into any issues. It was pretty straightforward, you know. We boarded. We got all tucked in. I was in a window seat, which I'm not a huge fan of. Thanks, Dad. Um, I mean, I probably should have told them like, "Hey, get me an aisle seat if you can." I like the aisle because it gives you the space to stretch your legs. That's like the killer, right? In a plane, is your legs are just bent and there's like no real room, especially if you have a carry-on that you put under the seat or a personal item. Sorry. It's classified as a personal item, yes. Airport lingo. If you've never been on a plane before, you are allowed one carry-on item and one personal item, aka like a backpack or I don't know, like a purse. And then it goes under the seat in front of you. And I had one. I had a backpack. I don't like the window seats. I don't like the window seats as much. I prefer the aisle seats, mostly just because of the leg room. And I usually don't look out the windows all that much. Window seats are your fave? So much photography. Yeah. It depends on the travel, right? I did get a good picture coming in because it was actually light outside. Leaving though, it was nighttime the entire way and it was cloudy, so you couldn't see anything. So being next to the window was kind of pointless. I was just squished in the window and I couldn't leave because there were two other people that I didn't know sitting next to me, and I hate being a bother. Not that I needed to get up. It was a short enough flight where I had no reason to get up other than if I wanted to just get up, which I usually don't do. Which is another reason why I don't mind, or I prefer the aisle seats a little bit more. Is should I have to get up, and for whatever reason, I don't have to pester people. I would be like, hey, I gotta get out. Because I do a lot of traveling alone, now that I think about it. Most of the time when I travel, I'm traveling solo. Um, on the rare occasion, I'll be traveling with my roommates, so then I don't feel as bad, where I sit. But if I am traveling alone, I find it kind of obnoxious to have to pester people. I don't know. That's just me. I just don't like to bother people. I don't have to. I'll do it, but I prefer not to. So sitting at the aisle is peak for me because then I don't bother nobody. And it gives me room to stretch my legs. That's honestly that's really the only thing that like elevates it above a window seat is I could like shift over ever so slightly and just kind of kick my legs out into the aisle and just be like, yeah, get the stretch, and then go back to sitting. Ugh. There have been times when I get out the plane, I'm waiting for, whoever's coming to pick me up. I sit in their car and then my leg cramps. And that is the worst feeling. Like my hamstring just like starts freaking out. I'm just like, ah! Which happened. It happened. I got out to the car with my parents. I sat down in the chair, and then my legs like, fuck you, and started cramping. And I'm just like, why? Ugh. I didn't stretch it enough. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Could have been I was standing on it too much, too. I was waiting for my brother, because I was standing for about 20 minutes, maybe? After I ate? Probably a little longer. Man, okay. I just remembered. While I was waiting for my brother, right? I positioned myself on one of those what do you call them, like power banks that they've got in the airport, where it's just they have like a bunch of outlets and like USB stuff. Don't use the USB ones, the direct USB ones. Find an outlet if you can. It's safer that way. Just saying. A little travel tip. If you absolutely have to charge, find an outlet. Less likely your phone is going to get hacked. But yeah, so I found an outlet, I plugged in, I was charging my phone while I was reading a comic, and off to my right, in the waiting area, I catch the tail end. Oh yeah, all they gotta do is put a little thing in the USB, like, slot, and then, essentially they can just transmit whatever the hell they want into your phone. Yeah, they could totally, like, put a virus in there and scan all your data and shit. It's freaky. This is why I generally try to avoid doing that. Just period. But outlets are pretty safe because that's it's a converter of electricity into the phone, so they can't really send a signal as easily, or it's a little harder and it's easier to detect. Like if there's something on the outlet, it's pretty obvious. Unless they like unscrew it and then put it back in, but I mean it's a very public area. There's a good chance that they're gonna get seen. Yeah, the more you know when traveling. No, I usually try to travel with like a power supply of my own that I can use, but I forgot it. So, sitting there charging, reading my webtoon, um, trying to catch up on stuff. That's generally when I try to catch up on a lot of my webcomics that I've kind of left by the wayside, is when I travel. Welcome in, Hex. Welcome in. Yes, I am live and in color for now. Who knows? Maybe we'll go black and white for no particular reason. Do I have that still? No, I don't. I have like a darker one. But in any case, I'm sitting there charging, and off to my right, I hear, I think the endings. The endings of something. Some bro is talking to some other guy. I wasn't really paying attention for a while, and then I hear, "Stop staring at me." And then I was just like, okay, that's kind of a weird, like, bro staring at other guy, and then other guy, I'm not staring at you. And then other guy who initially accused was like, my wife was totally sorry or something. He said something. Again, I was like more focused on what I was doing than what they were, the nonsense that was happening to my right. And it escalated. They were both started like yelling at each other. And then that's kind of when I took a little bit more notice. But by that point, it had kind of ended. Bro, who was accused of staring, got up with his wife or his significant other. I don't really see, but they got up. The two people started walking away. Threw a few profanities out, and I was just like, okay, that was interesting. Crazy. It's crazy times in the airport. turns people into animals, it does. Thank you for the seasonal beatings, by the way. I will stare all I want. Hex would just sit there, just eyes like burning a hole into their forehead. It was an interesting interaction for sure. One that I hadn't actually experienced before in an airport. I made sure to take note of it. I think the most extreme I've heard somebody get was when talking to like an airline person about trying to. Oh, God, I can't remember. It was either like change a flight or reschedule or something. They were trying to do something because I don't know. I forget the situation. It was a long time ago. Make them question their sanity. Just not responding, just staring. Just like at the not even like staring into their eyes, just staring like at their eyebrows or like the bridge of their nose or something. uh nah, I could never. Is it me? Are they looking at something else? Are they even alive? Who knows? Oh. Yes. After that, though, it was pretty smooth sailing. Made it back to my parents' house, which I had actually never seen before. They recently moved into a new house. It was quite lovely, yes. Fully furnished basement. Basically a second living space for an individual to have with its own kitchen and stove and microwave and refrigerator. Oh, it was lovely. Quite the nice space. Oh, the upstairs was also very nice. Very fresh. Oh, it'd been a while since I'd seen a lot of the knickknacks and various things that my parents had collected over the years. Oh, all organized neatly into shelves, their proper place. Though my mother still complains about not having enough kitchen space. Oh, the cook in her. She still wants more. She still wants more. I feel like she has plenty, but she's like, I want another row of cabinets over there. And I'm just like, I mean, I guess, yeah, you could do that, Mom. My mother goes crazy for kitchen space. I feel like she's got plenty, to be perfectly honest, but that's just me as an individual. I don't know everything that she needs. Like I think one of the most things she's annoyed with is the pantry situation. Because the house they used to live in, it basically had a walk-in pantry, which was nice. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of space to have for, your dry foods and, well, in addition to another just kind of pantry that was just like a double door that you could open up. So there was a lot of space for things in addition to the counter and all the counter space and counter cabinets and all that jazz. You can understand so much stuff that we have packed away. Just leave it on the worktop. So easy. I mean, let's see. I'm trying to think. A lot of the counter space was still free. Obviously there's a few things where you kind of have to, like the toaster and the coffee maker. But aside from that, there really wasn't anything else like extra. I'm trying to think if there are any other devices. Well, the knife block, of course. You gotta have that, right? In case there's some sort of home invasion, you gotta have the knives readily available. No, but it was nice. They have a hot tub too. I didn't actually partake in the hot tub because I didn't bring a swimsuit. And it was cold. It was cold. I do love me a nice soak in a hot tub, but not when it's as cold as that is, because the second you leave, it's done. All the heat just gets zapped from your body, and then it kind of sucks. I don't mind if it's like a little cold. It was a little chilly outside. I can deal with that. But no, the weather, I think it was like, oh, what was the temperature? Majority of the time. It was like in the 20s, I want to say, for most of the trip. It did warm up as the week went on. Early on it was very cold. It was very cold. We didn't get any snow. Well, we didn't get any snow once I got there. Apparently it had snowed the night before we came in, or I guess the day before. And it snowed at some point before we got in, because as I was flying in, I looked down and I saw snow. There was a thin layer of snow over everything, and I was like, oh, it snowed recently. Oh, shit. I wonder if it's going to snow on Christmas. And then my parents were like, yeah, it's not really meant to snow anymore. This is it. And I'm just like, damn it. And they were actually projecting that it would be melted before Christmas. But it did stick around long enough for Christmas Day. So it didn't fully go away until after. Frightful, the fire was like, well, we didn't have a fire, so I can't really say if the fire was delightful enough. And I wouldn't say the weather was frightful. It was just cold. It was just too cold for my bones to want to be in a hot tub and then get out of said hot tub into the cold weather, because then that would just amplify said cold weather like tenfold. At least feeling wise. And I was just like, nah, I'd rather just stay warm inside under a nice cozy blanket. Yes. That is what I would like to do. So I didn't experience the hot tub, but that's okay. I'm sure it's like any other hot tub that I've been in my life. I don't think it would have been any different. So I don't feel like I really missed out. That was good. That was a good first day, I suppose. We had some pizza. Parents took us to this brand new pizza place that had just opened up nearby. It's quite literally nearby. I want to say it's like a 5-minute drive from their house. Brand new pizza place. Good pizza. Good pizza. They were like, oh, you have to try this pepperoni and hot honey pizza that they've got. And I'm like, oh, hot honey, you say? I am very familiar with the spicy honey. Let's see. Let's put it up to the test. Will it be spicy enough? And the answer, dear friends, is no, it wasn't. I didn't feel any of the heat coming from that hot honey, or supposedly hot honey. It was still good, don't get me wrong. I loved it. It was a nice combination. You know, you can't really go wrong with a pepperoni pizza in general, I would say. Pepperoni's like pretty solid as it is. And then it's just, with the little sweet honey on top of that. Let's compare. Well, I already compared them. You don't think I can't remember what the hot honey here tastes like in comparison to that? Oh, we didn't even get it. We got Reaper. That's okay. Cheers. the one time you wanted it to be nice. Nope. The gods of Gamba say otherwise. I mean, to be fair though, Reaper's still not too bad. Reaper's on the easier side, I would say. But that's okay. That's okay. We still got. It was still good. I felt a little bit of heat. It was like an inkling, kind of like just like a light tickle, on the taste buds. Barely there for me. Which was funny because my parents were like, "Yeah, it's nice. It's like it's got a nice like heat to it." And I'm just like, "What heat? There's nothing there. It's sweet for sure. I mean, you can't really. It's honey, right? You can't really get rid of that. Yeah, but for me, it was. It might as well have just been normal honey. which I thought was funny. Hey, we were rhyming. No, it was good though. It was good to get in, good to get some tasty food. I kind of wish we got another one to go, honestly. Now that I think about it, we ate quite a bit of pizza this trip. Well, okay. I say we. I guess I technically had two pizzas throughout the course of my stay. My brother had much more. He had two pizzas in the same day, which I thought was a little like, bruh, flip it around a little bit. I know you work for a pizza place. I feel like that should actually make you want pizza less. I'll be back with you in a sec. Gotta get a drink, no worries. Getting that delicious drink. I just finished my tea. It was getting cold. Had to finish that off. Still have a few tiramisu sticks left now. We'll be munching on that. Hmm. But yeah, we had to modify Christmas a little bit this year. And I say modify only in that, like, us as the family, myself, my parents, my siblings, would be celebrating Christmas on the Monday instead of instead of Wednesday when Christmas actually was. Only for the reason that it was mostly because of my nephew. Actually, now that I think about it, that's really the root cause of it. It was my nephew. It's all my nephew's fault. I'm totally blaming him for having Christmas 2 days earlier than we were supposed to. How dare he? No, I'm kidding. He's great. He's a silly little goober. But no, so we had to plan around it because if we wanted to have, they wanted to have Christmas to themselves. My sister and her family, my nephew, they wanted to have Christmas on actual Christmas Day. Because the day before, on Tuesday, apparently my brother-in-law, his parents wanted to have, Christmas with the nephew. So that was for them. And then so we were like, well, we want to have a Christmas. So we just did it on Monday. That's how we did it. I'm the guy who would ask for who would ask SWAT for a selfie, or worse if I'm drunk. But my phobia can be ridiculous. I have a thingy for eye drops and can't do them alone. Oh, you know what? That's fair. Eye stuff can always be a little freaky. I just, for health reasons, your doggos, for the first time, they heard you yell in genuine fear. And they're alarmed since the morning. Damn. Welcome in, Mephisto. Hope you had a good last week. Have you celebrated any holidays? Have you had some happy holidays? Just telling y'all about my travels. Where was I? You ate like a pig? Hell yeah, that's the way to go. That's what you gotta do. It's the one time a year where you just be like, listen, I'm just gonna eat. It's fine. You still got 51 other weeks where you can make up for it, right? Plenty of time. But you deserve a break. At least at the end of the year. So eat what you want, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I ate like a fiend. My mom made prime rib that Monday evening. That was our Christmas dinner. Big old prime rib, mashed potatoes, some corn, some creamed spinach, I think. Very tasty, very, very tender. Mom did a very good job cooking the prime rib. You ate literally everything of your favorite foods? Hell yeah. So we had that. She also made a meat sauce the next day. Delicious. And for the first time, I don't think I've ever seen her make one of these. She made a oh god, what? It was like a cheesy noodle like ring. I don't really know how to describe it. I've never seen her make one of these before. Usually when we have spaghetti, or when she makes meat sauce, she just makes normal spaghetti, you know. Put the spaghetti noodles in a pot, boil it, you know, wait till they get soft. Spaghetti. But this time around, she made this, like, circular, cheesy noodle. Like, it almost looked like a bread, but it was noodles. Noodles and cheese. And I think that's all it was just noodles and cheese. That's like how it was held together. So you just like, you'd cut a piece of this off, you know, you'd put it in a bowl, you'd throw some of the hot meat sauce over top of it, you let it sit for like a second so that the cheese kind of gets a little melty, and then you break it up, and then you got cheesy noodle meat sauce. It's like tossing a capsule into it, and it's just exploding in flavor. It was really good. Don't get me wrong. It was just a bizarre little thing that I'd never seen her make before. She's like, yeah, you know, I started making these. You know, the first time I made it, it wasn't enough cheese. There's too many noodles. So this time, I took out some of the noodles and I put in more cheese. And I was like, well, it's good. It's delicious. So we had those. We had those kind of munch on throughout the week. Now, I'm trying to... No. I have a cousin who shares a name with, I think, a person my aunt is now seeing. I think. I don't... Somebody that is well known to my mother brought tamales over. And we also had some of those. We had some homemade tamales. I forget. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who brought them. We had them. They were good. Although I feel like they were wrapped a little strangely. I've had tamales before, and normally, or at least with the ones that I had before, right? Like everything was in the center of the corn wrapping. You basically unwrapped it, and then all the filling was like, it was there. It was ready to go. But with these ones, it was like a sushi roll, almost. You know, like the corn was like wrapped like in between the filling of a tamale. If you've never had tamales before, you probably are just like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? It's normally it's just a bunch of stuff that you wrap in a corn like casing and you cook. And that's basically it. And then you unwrap the corn, and then you get all the tasty stuff in the middle. Usually, that's usually how it goes. But there was like corn like in spots that I didn't think it needed to be. So it was very messy, and I felt like I was like picking apart, I don't know, like what I was eating way more than I should have. It was weird. It was weird. It was still good, but it was weird. I only had a couple of them. I was like, it's too much effort. Too much effort to break through. I'm just gonna have more meat sauce, because that's easy. That's easy. Reheating meat sauce is like the easiest thing in the world. You just throw it in a bowl, you cover it with a little paper towel or something, and then you toss it in the microwave for a minute, and then boom. Easy. Especially if you got noodles. Cheesy noodles, throw that in there too. Nice. Reese's Pieces, some nachos, and an energy drink. Very good. Very good. What else did we eat? We went to a pub. That was our last night together. I got a brat burger, which, you know, if you know what a brat is, it's a sausage. So initially I was just like, okay, they're gonna put this like big old sausage in between two buns. There was a garlic aioli. that they had. I'm gonna put that on top of it. I was like, you know what, that sounds pretty good. You know? Because usually you eat brats with like a nice dipping sauce and some breaded stuff anyway. So I was like, well, why not? But when it came out, it was actually it was more or less just a normal burger by the look of it, except with sausage. They turned the brat into like a ground patty. I was like, oh, it's not what I was expecting, but you know, that works. It was pretty good. Came with a nice side of coleslaw and some potatoes. I think it was like a... Actually, I don't know what kind of potatoes they were. It was cold. It was a cold potato dish, though. Which I thought was interesting. It went well with the burger, don't get me wrong. I just wasn't expecting it. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good burger. And that's right. That was the day my brother got 2 pieces that day. So we went out for... what did we do? My mom showed us the trail that she likes to walk on. I think every Saturday she goes out or something. I don't know. Some day of the week she travels to this park and does like a walk. I think once a week or so. I don't remember. Maybe multiple times a week. But in any case, we wanted to go for a little walk, little, you know, morning walk, which was nice. Don't get me wrong. I always love going out on a walk every now and again. I did tell my mom, I was like, yeah, I actually go out on a walk every day if I can. Usually after work or in the morning, if I can swing it. So it's nice. My brother had no idea what we were doing, apparently. Like, whenever I hear walk, I'm like, okay, we're probably gonna go somewhere where there's going to be dirt and leaves and potential critters, you know, furry or otherwise. And I'm just like, okay, you know, this is what we're doing, and I'm usually totally fine with this. I don't know what he was thinking we were doing, but he wore his good shoes. Apparently, he brought his good boots. I'm like, why would you bring good shoes to you on a vacation if you know you're not gonna go anywhere fancy? Because we weren't going anywhere fancy. We were pretty much just gonna be chilling like at home the entire time and maybe go out to dinner. But even then, most of the places, well, all the places we went, they were like just kind of normal sit down restaurants. They weren't like super fancy or nothing. So I don't know. The thinking of my younger brother is bizarre and foreign to me. Him being nearly 6 years apart in age. Completely different generation he is. We got pizza afterwards for lunch. After our walk through the park, we stopped at a lovely little town about 30 minutes away. Kind of walked around a bit. Got a pie. Very thin crust. Very good though. I'll have to drop I did take pictures, but I didn't post any in the Discord as we went. I'll have to post a bunch of pictures in the Discord. So I'll probably do that after stream. I'm not gonna do that now because I don't want to faff about with my phone. But I do have a bunch of travel pictures. I will definitely post those in the Discord. So if you'd like to see them, feel free to join it. Post the link there. I think that still works. I don't see why it wouldn't, but we had some pizza. It was pretty good. It was a pretty decent size, I want to say, for how much it cost. What I'm saying? Me soul on fire, feeling hot, hot, hot. I love me some hot sauce after eating. I want to give it all to you. Roll the wafers. Wow. Wow. All right, coming in here with such aggression. My goodness. All right, Scrooge. But I'm only doing it because it's a redeem, not because you told me so. Where's my regret? There it is. It was a full week, my friend. Well, okay, not a full week. No, wait, was it a full week? No, I left on a Saturday and I came back on a Friday. So it wasn't quite a full week. It was 6 days. It was 6 days. I was gone for 6 days. Yeah, because family's important. What do I do with my spoon? I just had it. Oh, there it is. Cheers, Seth. Regret. Oh, yes. Ah, yes. I remember how you taste now. Ooh. It's been a while. 100% felt hated having to work at... Yeah, bruh, that... Oh, that blows. That blows. Just, you know, let the... Everybody deserves Christmas off. Even the inmates, right? Just let them go. That's what they should do. Just be like, you know what? You guys deserve a night off. We'll just get out of here for an evening. We don't want to watch you. Can you imagine? God, how would that even work? How would... Ooh. I mean, I guess it wouldn't, because otherwise they'd be doing it, right? I don't know how well they turn out. From 6 a.m. 25th, 6 a.m. to the... Wait. 24... Jesus, my dude. Bro, that sucks. That legit is not how I would ever want to spend my Christmas. Ever in a million years. And even longer. 2 million, a billion years. In my wildest dreams. Mm-mm. I don't care how much you pay me. I ain't working on Christmas. Not... Especially not a 24-hour shift and then have a normal shift the day after. Hell nah. You better give me like 2 days off after that, if that's the case. Oh. Every day I grow more thankful for the company that I work for. For giving me the time off. I got New Year's off. So next Wednesday, I will also have a day off, and we will be streaming. Ooh. Though we're probably getting to the point where AI can monitor inmates with someone on call, monitor whatever the AI flags. Not there yet. True. And you know, there was that there was that thing. God, what was it? Panopticon, right? If you design the cells in a way where you got this tower in the middle, and all the cells are facing the tower, but the inmates can't see if anybody's in the tower. That also, you know, it's psychologically in their brain. They're less likely to act up because they feel like they're being watched. What's that called? Panopticon, I think, is what that was. I forget who submitted the idea. It might have been like Da Vinci or something. I don't know. One of them big brain smart people from way back in the day. He took a break at noon, get a power nap in the supervisor's office, because even they felt bad and were like, hey, it's not a suggestion. Come into the office. There's a cot in the room. Take a nap. Then go back to work. We'll wake you up in an hour. So nice. You could probably set up the prison like that, right? But instead of, you know, people, you could legitimately have like just a bunch of cameras with an AI just monitoring. Eventually. And then yeah, you maybe only need like one person on site, and then if something happens, just hit the panic button, and then calls in other people. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I get you gotta have somebody there probably at all times. But there's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. All right, I've suffered enough. I'm getting some water. 24 hours though, that's criminal. That should be illegal, especially on Christmas. Again, I don't care how much they're paying. Whether they give you the overtime, you get like double time. It's not worth it. That's not worth it. At least in my book, that's never worth it. It's gonna look great. Good old 19 hours of overtime because you stayed a little bit on Sunday morning. You sign a document. They have, see, now that's where you can tell. That is the biggest red flag, when they have you sign a document to make sure that you're okay with it. That right there would just be like, you know what? Nah, I'm not okay with that. I will not sign this document. I would rather work elsewhere. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, and Godspeed to whoever actually has to work this shift. Actually, how it works is we accept and acknowledge that our days off may be canceled on short notice. Okay, still a red flag. Still a red flag in my book. I'd read that and just be like, that means it's going to happen, and it's going to be inconvenient, and I'm gonna hate it. And I would rather not live with that weighing over my conscience, where I'm like, oh, I have this lovely holiday planned, and then all the way up until I'm actually there, I'm gonna be like, are they gonna cancel? Are they gonna cancel? Are they gonna have me work? No. I would hate that. I would hate it. I do hate it. It's not for me. Mad respect to the people who are just like, whatever, you know, it's fine. Not me, though. Not my thing. It's not my thing, you know? It's not my thing. Well, that's a bit of a random internet quote. Anyway. My holidays were quite relaxing. I am sorry that you had to go through quite the ringer on Christmas, Seth. That is abysmal. 100%. I was sleeping like a baby. I slept in, I think, every day that week, to a good degree. I think the longest I slept in one day was like 11:40, but I generally try to stay consistent with just getting up. When I say I leave Friday morning to go home, my time off starts at 6 a.m. at any point till 6 p.m. Monday. They can say, hey, come to work. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Skin crawl. I hate that. I hate that. Gotta have those set hours, man. Gotta have those set hours. Monday to Friday, what is it? 8 to 4. That's it. That's it. Any other time after that, if you're caught working, you're in trouble. And that's the way I like it. Just like, you know what? That's fair. I will be present for the hours in which I am assigned, and I will commit all my most of my attention to the job at hand. Just, you know, enough to get the work done, and to get it done with efficiency and accuracy. But then any other time after that, that's me. That's on me. You didn't enroll in the police academy, and you gotta call them school on Monday. See how much it'll cost. and go over proof of residency and such. Ooh, gonna be a badge. I mean, I guess are you technically a badge as a guard? Where's security? Maybe. I guess the argument could be made. Boy in blue. There we go. That's the terminology. I mean, good luck. That is also not, I would say, an easy. Not the sheriff's office eyes, because your title is technically. Oh, you're still considered a civilian. Oh, interesting. I would have thought you're yeah, you would have gotten some elevated title, since you are in charge of watching over other people. Producer Seth is technically a human. uh, I mean, we're all technically humans. We're humans first, and then whatever arbitrary thing that we've decided to give ourselves, that comes second. Maybe third in some cases. I can't really think of what cases those are, but it really depends. But it was very relaxing. It was very relaxing. I feel like I actually really needed just kind of a week where I wasn't doing anything. Didn't really have a schedule. I just kind of woke up whenever I wanted. I ate what I wanted. What I felt like eating. I didn't feel bad. The only thing where I kind of wish is it's always a point of contention in my brain is whenever we're like, okay, well, what are we gonna do in our downtime? And we usually turn to movies, you know, TV, cinema. That's kind of what we've always done as a family during Christmas. Is we just watch a bunch of movies. This year we watched all of Mission Impossible. Mr. Cruise running around, his iconic run, which he's done in every film. He does it a lot. Watching them all kind of like in a row. I mean, we didn't marathon them in one day. Don't get me wrong. We watched maybe like one or two a day. But yeah, it's very clear. Man's got a very iconic run, and he does it. He does it at least once or twice in every single movie. It's just a long sweeping shot of him sprinting like a madman, either chasing after somebody or trying to run away. I don't know, but no, they're fun. They are a silly set of movies that are. I want to say they still hold up pretty well. I don't know. Having watched them all together, some are definitely better than others. I would think, or at least I enjoyed some more than others. I don't know. Maybe just the way that they were structured, or kind of like what they were doing. I felt more interesting. Yeah, we watched all the Mission Impossible movies. We watched a couple Godzilla movies. We watched a grand total of 4 Christmas movies through the week. Yes. Maybe 5. Technically. I don't know. Yeah. Because when we were visiting my sister, they had the newer Grinch on TV for my nephew. The animated one with Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Huh? Oh, hold on. Trying to become law enforcer so that you can go to another state, because you learned 25 other states except Florida certificates, because Florida does the more intense training. Oh, interesting. You just realized you didn't hear a wham a single time. What do you mean a wham? Last Christmas you gave Hex your balls? Wait, what? You wouldn't take it wouldn't take a day. Wham. Oh, the band. Oh. Are they like a Christmas band or something? Or are they just a band that you like to listen to during the holidays? really actually have any Christmas music on. Usually my mom puts some Christmas tunes on. But I think that's usually only if, like, we have a party or some big dinner. Just as background music. What? We didn't really have that this year. We kept it all pretty chill. She was telling me, actually, she tried to invite a bunch of people over for the prime rib dinner, but they all either had other plans or, like, something suddenly came up. Which, honestly, I was totally okay with, because it's just kind of like, I don't really want to mingle with a bunch of random people who I'm never going to see again, or at least not for a very long time. It's just like, I would rather just kind of, like, have a nice, quiet dinner with my family. They, along with Mariah Carey, are part of the Common Christmas Songs group. Oh, I see. Gotcha. We did listen to a few Christmas songs on the radio. I think, actually, no. My mom, weirdly enough, has a few Christmas songs just on her normal playlist of songs that she listens to. I thought was interesting. Not that I'm, now that I think about it, not that I'm particularly one to talk, because I do have some songs very similar, where it's just like, why would you listen to this any other time except for, you know, this one specific time sort of songs? But, you know, they're still good. They're still good year round. That's fair. But yeah, we watched the animated Grinch. Not my favorite. I don't like how white his teeth are. I don't know what they were thinking when they did the animated one. Everything looks too clean. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to Jim Carrey's version of the Grinch, where he's filthy in that. He's absolute filth. They did a good job though. I think it fits quite well. That's definitely my favorite. We did watch that though. However, we did watch that. It was a good time. Always good. Although it was the weird, like, extended version. I didn't even know they had an extended version, like with deleted scenes and shit in the movie. It was strange. It honestly, it was one of the few times where I was like, you know what? I'm okay with all these scenes not being in the normal movie. I can see why they cut them out. They don't need to be there. Listen to Christmas music outside of season. Especially that one Paul McCartney song. If that could be like anything. You don't remember when it started, but Whamageddon has been a thing since 2010. Really? I mean, to be fair, ever since I stopped working at Subway and was forced to listen to Christmas music, I don't really listen to Christmas music. At least not like in the traditional sense. The music that we have going on in the background is probably the furthest I'll go. Christmas-y sounding music is about as far as I'll go when it comes to listening to Christmas music. Otherwise, I just kind of listen to my normal music still. I mean, I put up with it for hours on end when I worked at Subway. It's not like I can't handle it. It's just I choose not to because I don't have to. I've already been hardened against this tactic. It's gonna take a lot more than that. What else should we watch? Of course, our favorite, Muppets Christmas Carol. Classic Christmas movie that we watch every year, without fail. Even if I'm not celebrating Christmas with my parents, or, you know, for whatever reason, I'm not going to go visit them, I always watch the movie anyway. Oh, it's so good. And now that I'm, like, older, right? Weirdly enough, the last few times I've watched it, something about it has just kind of hit different. You know? To propaganda that birds are government spies. I mean that's true though. That's true. What do you mean propaganda? That's a true. That's what are you talking about, Seth?
You shall not.
Oh my God! Why is it so loud? Holy shit! Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. You are having the best Christmas time. Very nice, very nice. Oh. Hex gets to roll. He spent 350 channel points to roll the dice. And he gets a 7. Nice. That was close. I almost thought that was a 1. Good 7 roll. Good 7 roll. Very much expecting a 1. Imagine, we got a nat 20 and then a nat 1, one after the other. It'll happen eventually. Given enough time. I mean, this is true. But I think everybody deserves to be, you know, well-fed to one degree or another. What? I mean, if that's what you want, I guess, but...
Hey, there's no time to rest.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I've been married a long time ago. Where do you come from? What year to go? What year to come from? What do I know?
Oh, the blurps. Thank you for the blurp, whoever that was. It doesn't actually show up in chat. I think it's, wait, does it show up in... Oh, it shows up in my activity feed. That's right. A hot stepper. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for the 15 bits. I appreciate it. Fully aware of your... Yes, because you make them known on the daily, I think. Or at least very closely to it. Other than that, though, that was pretty much the whole trip. Nothing too crazy or exciting. My brother almost didn't get his luggage. That was probably, like, the most exciting thing that happened at the beginning of the trip. His first flight was cutting it real close, and the stewardess was like, yeah, your luggage is probably not going to make it to your connecting flight, and is going to have to come in on another flight. And my brother is a very anxious flyer, so when he heard that, he's just... You know, he's freaking out like, oh, cool, I'm not going to have any clothes for, like, the first evening. Or, you know, however long it would take to actually get his luggage into the airport. I mean, you know, as long as you both consent to it, can't really do much. No one has met me. Hard to see a god. Ability to drive under tired? What does that even mean? Drive under? Drive under what? Under the influence? Seth. Don't do that. You haven't slept and it's 1 p.m. Why aren't you sleeping then, you silly goose? You gotta get that sleep.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Did you miss your friend? Ah, well, I appreciate that, but I would prefer that you get a good night's sleep. I ain't going anywhere. I'm still here. We're still vibing. You'll see me again. And then I proceed to block Seth from all social media and kick him out of the Discord, and then we never see each other again. No, I'm kidding. Zayden's last stream. Yeah, this is it. This is my final stream. I've decided to leave the internet forever. I'm gonna throw my computer out the window, and I'm just gonna become a comic book guy. Yep, comic book magic cards, just tabletop games. I'm gonna meet a bunch of new people in my local card shop, and I'm gonna be friends with them instead. Hmm. So sad to even say. Oh, I have zero intentions of graduating anytime soon. And you'll know. You'll know. I will give you plenty of notice. Why you dooting me? Why you dooting me? I know the skeletal doot. Blasted creatures. And their trombones. Ah. Nah, we'll still be going for a good while. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I can't stream tomorrow because I have D&D. It's kind of an important D&D session too. Most likely, my DM did say that there is a chance that we might not, but it looks like everybody is pretty set. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay, the DM is planning to be there, so yeah. 3, I'm gonna be there. I think our cleric is probably good to go. But I mean, I feel like the important people to be there for this session particularly are me and our half-orc barbarian, because we promised in the last session that we would be starting out with us because we just got captured by a bunch of red wizards, and now my brother is trying to partition me, my brother in-game, not outside of game. My brother in game is partitioning me to join up with the red wizards. We will kill my half-orc companion so that we could potentially escape this horrible situation that we're in, and that's where we left off. What's up, geeks? Welcome in. Hello. Yes, we've just been talking about Christmas stuff, the holidays, my travels, and now we've kind of moved on. We're just yapping. This is just a yap stream. I don't really have any plans to play any games at the moment. We're just chilling and catching up and making plans. Yeah, we're making plans. We're scheming. So that's what we got tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. Some D&D, Sunday D&D. But I know we don't have that many days left in the year. We just got the 3. We got 3 days left after today. So I'm going to try to stream on Monday, and then we're definitely streaming on Tuesday. And I may do... I don't know. I'm still whiff-waffling back and forth about what I want to do on New Year's Eve. If I want to stream into the new year, or if we just do like a little, I don't know, New Year's kind of party, and then I actually go hang out with my roommates, because I don't know if they want to do anything for the New Year's. I'll have to ask them if they had any plans. We love a good yap. Yeah, we love a little yapping. A little yapping every now and again. I don't do it often, but I do try to do it. Make the head on your model drop like the ball. What? Why would I do that? That's crazy talk. I am thinking though. I have been saving up. I will not stop. I will not stop. Not for you, not for your honks. For nothing. I yield to no man. A quote from one of my best friends back in the day. That's the suggestion box. I wouldn't even know how to do that. Like, unless you're talking, I just like slowly like dip down out of frame, but that, or you mean like my head literally just like shrinks. I don't even know how I could figure that out. and graduates at midnight. I'm not graduating in 2025. It's not happening. Stop spreading lies, you goober. Oh my god. I have no intention of graduating anytime in the near future. If it was midnight, it'd be 2024 still. Would it? I thought as soon as midnight turned around, like came about, it would be considered the next day. Like 11:59 is or 23:59 for all you Europeans because you use military time. 23:59 would be, you know, the 31st, but as soon as 24 came around or midnight, it would roll on to the first. It would be the first. Texas a few hours ahead. Well, even more so. Your midnight would be Hex's 2025. Since, let's see, you're 2 hours ahead of me, which means it would be 6 hours ahead of you. Your midnight is the only one that counts since it's global time. Well, let's see. Your midnight is my 4 o'clock, which I would be working at that point. So as soon as I get off work, it's the new year then, I guess. You're not 2 hours ahead. You're in my backyard. Well, good luck navigating through the weeds, if that's the case. And the feral raccoons that like to nest up in the tree behind my property. Well, I say my property, but the property I'm renting from. Regardless, Monday, Tuesday are going to be the last 2 streams of the year. And then I'm probably going to take a break. I'm probably going to take a... Why are you posting GIFs in my chat? What the heck? That's not how Twitch works, you goober. I'm going to tell you right now, if that were truly the case, you may want to cover your head. My roommate is armed. I won't tell you which one, but we do have... He does have a license to carry. You got 2 of them. I don't think you have what it takes. Even your arms aren't strong enough against a... I actually don't know what he carries. I don't know what kind of firearm he owns. I always forget. I know he has one though. I know he has one. I don't know. I forget the reason why he decided to get it too. I think it was probably like a just cuz kind of thing. Like, why not? I don't know if there was any particular reason why he wanted one. Other than, I don't know, maybe it was just like, oh, it's just, I find it cool just to have one. I should ask him one day. I feel like he's told me, but I probably, it doesn't really come up in conversation all that much. So, well, I mean, I would have... Wait. Are you gonna turn this around somehow? You're gonna turn this around. You're gonna make it lewd as you normally do, or turn it into some sort of pickup line. Oh, okay. No, you were actually referring to. to the point that you worry that you spent too much money, I that's fair. Firearms are expensive to own. They're not cheap. Like, the gun itself is a hefty price, and then the ammunition is also not cheap. Isn't it? Is it per bullet or is it per case? I would assume it's probably per case. But then you could also probably do per bullet. I don't know. I know next to nothing about a lot of firearms. I generally try not to involve myself with them. Generally. I have shot a few though. There was this one time, weirdly enough, a group of guys that I knew from church back when I used to attend. They have one of them had like a cabin out in the mountains that they would go to and shoot guns. Because why not? He had quite a smattering. I think he had a shotgun. He had several pistols, and he had a rifle. And I got to shoot, I think, all of them. Now that I think about it, I didn't like the shotgun as much. As weird as that is, the rifle was cool, and the handguns were good. It's to the point where your closet is a makeshift gun safe because you just open the door and you look left and there's handguns. Right, there's rifles. Straight, there's the ammunition and the cleaning products and the accessories. It's like those spy movies. There's like a button. You just like push a button and then this like cabinet opens up from the wall. And there's like one side, there's like a bunch of guns. The other side, there's like a bunch of other guns. In the middle, there's, all the other paraphernalia that goes with it. Nice. Yeah, I think we just got the one here. I think he only has the one. I probably won't ever. I don't really see the need. I'd rather have a bunch of swords. That's way cooler in my opinion. Give me like a big old wall of swords. Hell yeah. And like battle axes. That's what I want adorning the walls of my house. Battle axes, swords, pole arms, maces, flails. Just give me all of that shit. Guns, bah. Guns are for cowards, that's what I say. I wanna look into the eyes of the person who I am battling to the death for. See the humanity between us, the epic battle, the struggle between men or women, because we like to be gender equal here. I actually don't have a katana, weirdly enough. I should have one, but I don't. You got a couple katanas, a fire axe. I do have a machete though. Weirdly enough, now that I think about it, I always forget that I have it because it's in a trunk. It's not sharp, but it is like, I guess, battle quality. It just needs to be sharpened. It's not sharp. It's dull as a board, but yeah. A knife is in your car under your seat. Okay, hiding knives in places where you wouldn't expect. Very, very espionage. Very nice. The pistols for if someone's coming in close. The knives are if they're close enough and they want to meet Jesus with express shipping. I feel like that would be the case with the gun, would it not? Because the gun you could do from afar. That's the express shipping. You don't shoot to kill, you shoot to stun and get away. Oh, okay. That makes more sense then. You want to hear the final breath leaving your lungs? Jesus. A controller for the PC? Oh, hell yeah! Let's go! Yeah, my Christmas presents this year were pretty limited, mostly because my parents didn't want to have to worry about, like, me bringing home stuff. So, I mostly got cash, which honestly I'm pretty okay with. That's chill. You know, I got the standard Christmas boxers. Can't go without those, which again it's fine. You know, now that I'm an adult, it's weirdly like I'm okay with getting clothes a lot of the time, especially if it's like socks or underwear. You know, I'm chill with that. Christmas classic, hell yeah. As a kid, hell nah. As an adult who doesn't like to go out and buy those things, hell yeah. What else did I get? I got a couple notepads as well, which I don't really need now that I think about it. I have so many like little notebooks and stuff to scribble stuff in, but you know, as notepads are still good. They're still useful. I'll still use them eventually. Eventually. once I go through all my various like ringed binders and other stuff that I have on my desk. That's kind of it. That's kind of it. Funnily enough, my I think was it. This is the second time my parents have done this, but my dad got us lottery tickets as well. Didn't win anything. You got some scratchers. Got a few holiday scratchers. Didn't win a thing. My sister won like $8. So good on her, I guess. Which is funny because that's what happened again. That happened the last couple years apparently. My parents have done this where they get some holiday scratchers for people, and she always wins somehow. Usually not like a ton, but still, the fact that she always wins, it's spooky. Ray, you got a new phone? Oh. Very clever, hardy har. All right, you smoothie. Speaking of smoothies, if you were following me on Blue Sky, I did try Swenson's for the first time. Never had Swenson's before. I know they don't exist over here on the West. I don't think they do, at least. But over in the East, they're a pretty popular burger chain. It was pretty good. I had I always forget what they're called. It was like a something boys burger. Is it smooth enough to work though? No, it'll cost you $500 for a phone number exchange. Oh, Ray, I feel like that's not high enough. I feel like that's not high enough. You should charge more for that. Discounts for older men though? Shit. I don't think, wait, am I older than Ray? Would that count? I actually think I'm slightly younger than Ray. Free for anyone over 30. Let's go! I get the free of charge. Get the free rates. Let's go. I'm old enough. There's no rules against blocking the number. That's, you know what? I suppose that's a fair point, Hex. God, what a hustle that would be. $500 for the phone number, but then you block them. You're 92? Oh, I am actually a little older than you. I thought we were born the same year for some reason. I don't know why. I am a whole 1 year older. Let's go. Oh, it says crunch my old bones. Oh my god. My arms were so sore from the plane because I was like trying to squish myself. to the side. That I was just like holding that, like, not really like tensing the muscles, but you know, they weren't relaxed. They weren't relaxed. Yeah, let the mid-30s seep into those bones. No, my bones, my poor bones. Nice. Middle of the road 10. We'd love to see it. Better than the 7 that was rolled earlier, though, I suppose. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the money that I got. I think I was planning on either saving a little bit of it for a tattoo that I might be getting in May. Take that 500 and get a therapist. Take her out to dinner. Damn. Imagine dating a therapist. I mean, that'd probably be, nowadays, I feel like that wouldn't be a bad move, you know? A tattoo, what kind? Well, I know my entire family, basically all want me to get our last name in kanji, because I have a Japanese last name, so I can actually spell it in kanji. They want me to get it because I'm the only one who has tattoos that hasn't gotten that yet, and I don't know. It's not something that I really care to have branded on me, you know. No, the next tattoo that I want to get is if you've watched The Owl House, which is a lovely animated series from Disney. Strangely enough, I think. Wait, it is Disney. It is Disney. I wanted to get the light glyph as a tattoo. If you're familiar with that, you can look it up too. It's a fairly simple design, but I wanted it to be on the other side of my arm, opposite of my Heartless tattoo from Kingdom Hearts. I think that'd be a fun parallel, you know, because the Heartless tattoo is essentially the symbol of darkness, and then on the other side, I'd have the glyph of light from a completely different series, but I think it'd be a fun parallel. But have the, you know, the duality, light and dark, on either side of my arm. But you'd only know that if you were super nerdy and watched the same or took part in the same media that I did. And then you'd realize, or at the very least, you had somebody that you knew who was familiar with it, and they kind of, by proxy. Pretty sure therapists can't provide counseling to anyone except clients, and dating your client probably has issues. You think so? You don't think that counseling, you can't counsel your partner? I mean, maybe not like officially, but you could definitely help steer them in the right direction. You know? Therapists gotta deserve love too. They probably couldn't charge them for it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they don't have to be a client. Maybe they could start out as a client and then, you know, evolve from that. Move on. I don't know. I don't know what the legality of it is, but you'd eat so much Taco Bell. Taco Bell date. Wow. Yeah, you could get a lot of Taco Bell for $500. You'd be set for like a whole week. The minute she mentions wanting to talk about this, no thank you. The last time you talked to a therapist about things, you hated it. You haven't researched extensively. He's like, yeah, right. Ah, oh, it's a shame. It's a shame. Being open with your feelings is it's therapeutic. Uh, it is good. It is good to talk about stuff. Even if it's not with a person per se. Just getting it out there. Saying it aloud even can be very beneficial. Even if nobody's around to hear it. Because sometimes hearing yourself say it can put it in a perspective that can help you get through it. If that makes sense. You know, even if nobody's around to hear it or comment on it or kind of give their 2 cents, just the act of actually saying whatever it is. Think about feelings is big alpha energy. Giga Chad move. You don't talk, you bottle it up and deal with it later. But the world does need pain. Oh my god, Ray. all right, Miss Omegaverse. That's what that is, right? Yeah, I think so. All right, that was what it was. Ray gets it. There was that anime that was that, wasn't there? Recently? If I'm not mistaken. It didn't look terrible. I think it was this season. I'm trying to remember now. God, I didn't watch any anime last week, and it feels bad. I gotta catch up today, man. I think I have a couple episodes of Bleach I need to watch. I gotta catch up on what was it, Yakuza Fiance. Gotta get caught up on that. I think I'm behind a little bit. I think the new Tower of God came out. I caught up on Tower of God before I left on my trip, so I think there might be one episode that I'm missing. You think so? Yeah. It was recent. It was either just this last season, fall season, or it was like summer season, I think. It's very recent. Oh my god, but the winter season is coming up soon now. We're almost done with the fall season. When does winter start? Let's see. Winter anime 2024. Let's give it a look. January? Probably. But Ray, January is 3 days away. Winter starting January makes perfect sense. It's either like early January. I want to say like it's usually early January. I need a timeline. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so the first week of January. It looks like January 5th? No, 4th. No, 3rd. January 3rd is when stuff starts coming out for the winter season. Less than 6 days. We have less than a week before the winter season starts. Actually, wait, no. We have a little bit more than a week. We got 1 week. We have 1 more week until the winter season begins. Well, now that I'm here, I'm kind of curious. What's coming out this winter season? What do we got? Anything good? Let's see. My Happy Marriage starts January 6th. My God! I didn't realize they were coming out with a second. Won't lie, this confused me momentarily. Was going to say you didn't invite us to your wedding. Oh my God. Imagine. January wedding? Be very cold. I feel like that'd be kind of out of character for Ray. To have a January wedding. during like the cold times, unless it was in like what was it? What do you call it? A destination wedding, where you go somewhere else, regardless of what time of year it is. You'd have to experience dating someone first. True, true. Well, what do you mean? It's that like what do you get? Like love at first sight? You know, just like spontaneous wedding. Go to Vegas. You get married by Elvis or something. You know. Do things backwards. Marriage, then date, then be friends. Oh my god. Spring, summer wedding. Ah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I figured that much. Autumn in Japan. Ooh, autumn in Japan. Ooh, Japanese wedding in autumn. That would be beautiful. Let's see. We got another. Ooh, Solo Leveling. Second season starts up. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be good. We got more Dungeon Meshi. Let's go, Delicious in Dungeon. Fuck yes. Or wait. No, wait. Oh, it'd be winter 2025. I'm looking at the wrong season. Hold on. I'm stupid. I always forget. Winter, it would technically be 2025 since it starts in January. Okay, my bad. Ignore what I just said. Yes. Sorry, that's my bad. I was like, wait, I mean, I'd be stoked if Dungeon Meshi was coming back, but I don't think we get it quite yet. We do get solo leveling. Solo leveling is a thing though. That is correct. Season 2 does start. I am excited for that. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Some more a bunch of new stuff. Classic. Why can't I remember what this is called? The second season of Apothecary Diaries. We get the second season of Apothecary Diaries. Let's go. Okay, that's exciting. We love some Apothecary Diaries. My Happy Marriage, yes, that is coming, season 2, as I mentioned previously. Ooh, we have more Blue Exorcist? Excuse me? I thought they were done with that. But I guess we're getting more. Whoa, hold up. We're getting another, Risaya? What? Oh, shit. That's something I didn't think I'd see anytime soon. Done with what? Sorry? Blue Exorcist. I thought the last arc was the last one. I haven't caught up. I'm behind, to be fair. So they probably left it on a cliffhanger then, if that's the case. But all right, more Blue Exorcist. That's chill. It's a good series. I don't recognize any of these, so there's gonna be a bunch of new stuff again. Oh boy. Could have sworn I thought I saw Hands Off My Eizouken sequel in the works. That might not be till later, though. Oh, that's right. The Madoka Magica new movie is also coming out in winter. Oh, that's coming out soon. Oh, I'm excited. Any other good movies? Love Live movie. That's gonna be good. Not seeing anything else I recognize. Wait, is that a Skate Infinity OVA? On the 23rd. Ooh, we get some more Skate the Infinite. We love our skater boys. Okay. Well, We'll have to give a bunch of these probably the one episode ones over. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the Toilet Bound Hana Cocoon Season 2 that I've been hearing so much about that we've been waiting for an eternity to get? January 11th? Ah, damn it. So much further away. Saturday, though. Okay. Be a Saturday show? Not bad. Not bad. Oh, wait, Sakamoto Days. I remember seeing that one. That one looks good. That one looks good, too. Also January 11th. Damn it! Where are the good shows happening in the second week? I say that as I'm pretty sure Solo Leveling starts the earliest it possibly can on the 4th. Wait, what day is the 4th? Also Saturday. Okay, never mind. That Saturday's gonna be good. Well, I have a little bit. No, I have a week. I have a week to try to catch up on as much anime as I can. Very cool. Before the next season, how the pile will ever grow larger. The never-ending pile of anime. But that's okay. I have steadily grown to just accept that I am never, ever going to get through this pile and just to take it, at my own pace. I will just watch what I can when I can. Like, next on the list, definitely, I gotta catch up with Uma Musume. I gotta get on that. I watched the first season. First season was great. Very exciting stuff. More so than I thought it would be, leave it to anime to make literally, like, it's basically a show about running. That's what it boils down to, right? It's a show about running. Like, on a track running. And it's somehow they made it cool. Somehow they made it, like, badass. It's probably the fact that the animation is just, like, mwah, absolutely delicious. It just adds that extra level of kick and spice that only animation could do. Live action could not capture the kind of hype that anime does. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Gotta get caught up on that. And then we'll just see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. There's a few other things that I know I gotta watch. I think the new Konosuba I've fallen off on, which is a shame. It's a shame. I should watch that as well. Funny show. Funny show. I think we started it. Me and my roommates. I think we started the first couple episodes. We gotta get back on it. Yeah, no. Oh, wait. We're actually like 4 or 5 episodes in, I think. It was getting actiony. Stuff was happening, and then we just stopped watching. It is kind of tough though. Holiday season and all. Get plans going. That being said, I'm trying to think. Okay, so the one shot for my werewolf campaign is still up in the air. I have no idea when that's going. I haven't seen any updates from our DM as of lately. The last update was on the 6th, so it's been 22 days. I'm getting the inkling that we're probably not going to do it until maybe February at this point, because I don't know if anybody else has submitted a character yet. The way that he set it up is everybody has their own kind of secret chat that they can send their stuff in. Wait. Or like a thread. Ah, yeah, here we go. Everybody has their own secret thread that they can post their stuff in. And I gave my character sheet back in September. Man, that's crazy to think about. Yeah, my character Zanny Wren. he's gonna be like a rogue type werewolf. Very sly, very, sleight of hand. From the streets kind of vibe. But we'll see when that is. We still have, let's see, I know there's a planned collab still in the works. Lethal Company. We got a Lethal Company collab that's also coming up sometime in January. Might be on the 4th, might be on the 11th, sometime though. That long ago, your DM has already planned out the perfect way to kill you off then. Well, see, the original plan was we were going to do the one-shot, like, in October. So, giving them September, I thought was, pretty good. But then I guess nobody else was ready with their character at that point. So, and then also, the DM, in addition to not having anyone else's character besides mine, was like, yeah, I still need more time to kind of, get the story and some stuff organized. So we'll push it off till like December-ish, I think is what he said. Hold on, let me go back and double check. When did he actually say? General, no. Scrap, no. Where was it? Oh, it was in casual chat. Here we go. Oh, we didn't actually have a date. If I can get those character backstories and sheets in 3 weeks, that would be great. Okay, so it's been 1, 2, 3 weeks since that post was made. I'm not sure how many people have given the backstories yet, but I would assume that he is working diligently to try to interweave all of our backstories together, at least a little bit for this one shot. How about that one cool mouse game that... Have you played that any? No, Seth, when have I had the time to play Epic Mickey on my PC when I've been gone for the last 6 days? I have had no time to play it. I got home last night super late, so I just wanted to vibe, and then I woke up this morning. I played some Infinity Nikki, because I gotta get my dailies done. And then we rolled into stream. That's been me. That's been me this last week. I plan to play it eventually. It's tough when it's on the PC, though, because there are so many other games that I also want to play. So I don't know. I don't know when I'll get around to it. It's tough. But I'll get around to it. Eventually. One of these days. Have you gotten through it all, Seth? Because I know you've been playing it pretty regularly. I've sat in. I've been lurking. I've seen. You're starting New Game Plus on Sunday. Oh damn! That's a New Game Plus. That's a game I never would have thought would have a New Game Plus. Is that for collectible purposes, or is it just like just because it just gives you like a slightly harder experience? What is the purpose of a New Game Plus in Epic Mickey? I am genuinely curious. They have trophies where you have to play it a few times to get. Damn. I kind of hate those. You know? Like if it's a great game, I feel like it's warranted. And I'm not saying Epic Mickey isn't a great game, but sometimes you're just like, this is a great game, but now that I've played through it the once, I'm kind of good. Right? And it's just like, okay, I like it's literally going to be the same exact story over again. There's one you have to paint all the bosses, and then there's one where you have to thin them all. Oh, I see. It's like the good and evil paths. Okay. Okay, I could see that being like, if that changes how the ending is, then I could see that being worth going through another round just to see it. But yeah, usually if it's just like, just play through it again just cuz, then I'm generally kind of like, I don't really care. But if it does have like narrative purpose, like there are changes that can be made, I don't mind it as much. That's how I was. So that's why I gave it some time, then beat it a couple weeks ago. Oh, I see. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll see. We shall see. I am getting to the point in Infinity Nikki where I'm kind of just like waiting on updates, more or less. We're almost there. Um, I've beaten all the sovereigns. I have all their medals. I have the Wishful Arosa outfit, all fully crafted. Ooh, basically everything that I can unlock using Whim Stars, I have unlocked. The only things that I don't have unlocked at the present are perks that just help me get materials, but I have so many materials as it is. I don't really need them. Like I haven't felt the pressure of like, oh, I gotta gather mats more efficiently, so having this like, oh, there's a chance you get double the stuff. I've had no real like pressure to get those. So those are literally the only things that I don't have, and I still have like 200 Whim Stars that I can use to upgrade. I have nothing else to unlock. I literally have nothing else to unlock on my like skill tree, I guess you could say. Because all the other stuff, they're not in this version of the game. Whatever that means. I know they're probably going to be unlocked later. We're definitely going to be getting like new areas. 100%. Which I'm super excited about. Because now that we've gone through, this first, I have completed the story. I have completed the story for this first area, and I can tell some shit is definitely gonna go down when we go to other countries or other realms. I forget. They gave kind of a brief explanation of kind of the history of Miraland. To be fair, I was on my phone at the time. I really wish I had saved doing that. It's when I got home, but I wanted to finish crafting the Arosa outfit and just kind of like finish off that quest. Oh, okay. I'll probably go back. Maybe I might go back and rewatch that cutscene because somebody probably has it on record somewhere on YouTube. I would be kind of shocked if they didn't. We get all that done. I still got to level up my outfits so I can perfect the rest of those challenges. And then other than that, it's just kind of like wandering around trying to find chests. You can't watch old cutscenes in game. You might be able to. I don't know. I haven't really checked. Maybe it's in the settings somewhere. Maybe there's like a cutscene, something or other, somewhere. I don't know. I haven't double checked. That's usually not my first go-to though. If I ever want to watch a cutscene again, YouTube is generally my like default. Because to be fair, most games you can't go back and rewatch cutscenes. I know a lot of games nowadays, they have like a theater mode where you can go back and watch. At least a good few of them, but a lot of games in my experience never had that. If you wanted to watch a cutscene again, you had to play the game again. All there was to it. And then YouTube came around, and people just put all the cutscenes together, and it'd be like, this is the, what is it? They'd say it's a movie. It's like, this is the Halo movie. It's literally just all the cutscenes from the Halo game, just like stitched together. And those are fun. Those are fun to watch sometimes. Just to, you cut out all the gameplay bits and you just have the cutscenes to see if it's like you can follow the story. What was one that there was one that I watched a long time ago. I don't remember which one it was though. I feel like I've done that a couple times, where I just watched all the cutscenes to a game. I can't remember what games they were though. But they might. Infinity Nikki might have something like that. I don't know. I just haven't checked. It's generally not in my brain to think that they have that, unless it's like very blatantly like put on the main menu. There's like a gallery or something. And usually I'm like, okay, maybe there's a way you can watch cutscenes again, or maybe it's just like what do you call it? Development art and assets and stuff that you can look at. It's usually what those are. But no, generally that's, I don't think that. You do that in what's it? Other gacha games, I guess, like Star Rail or Genshin. Go back and rewatch the cutscenes. Trying to think from a development standpoint, would that be a difficult thing to do? Honkai Impact the Third you can. Okay. And that is primarily a mobile game. Infinity Nikki, I believe, started as a mobile game. Or at least the Nikki series started as a mobile game. I think Infinity Nikki was the first one that launched on the PC and the PlayStation simultaneously. I think that's how it went. I don't follow mobile games all that much. I'm not gonna lie. Generally not my forte. I use my mobile device for like a handful of things. Making calls, making texts, the classics. Ordering food, very handy. Ordering a ride, also very handy. Looking up shit and listening to music. And reading webcomics. That's kind of it. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I use my phone for? That's basically it. No. I generally don't play games on my phone. It's barely a computer game, honestly. Only recently was the controls changed to make keyboard and mouse somewhat logical. It still feels like a phone game. Are you talking about Honkai Impact? Or Infinity Nikki? Oh, okay. I didn't realize they made the transition. Or they made it PC compatible. I guess to try to stay competitive, but it's the same. Wait, isn't Honkai Impact the same that did Star Rail and Genshin? It's still a Hoyoverse game, right? So I don't know, maybe just yeah, probably just to get more people to play it or to check it out at least. Because you can never have too many gacha games under the same family, right? God, Hoyoverse has what, like 5, 6 gacha games? It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it's been playable on the PC since before Genshin. Oh, really? I always figured it was strictly a mobile game. Because that's all I'd seen it be advertised for, was like on the mobile device. Not that that would get me to play it. I've played Impact the Third, or at least I've tried it, and that is one of those like very typical gacha games. So not for me. Not for me. We like Nikki. Nikki's chill. For now. Nikki's chill for now. Oh man, I still can't wait till we start getting into the dark, deep shit. Where all the cute and fuzzy fades away and we're trapped in the horrible depths of depravity and depression. It just had that weird drag movement system. Controller works well, but as a massive K and M user, you can't get used to K and M? Oh, keyboard and mouse. Gotcha. It depends on the game. It depends on the game for sure. For me, but I'm pretty fluid going back and forth between the two. I don't mind it as much. I think it might be because I grew up as a controller kid, as a console boy. You know, I had the N64. That was my first console. Classic. Diddy Kong Racing, Star Fox, Banjo-Kazooie, Smash Bros. Good shit. Moved on. What came after that? GameCube. GameCube came next. We had the GameCube. Massive upgrade in controller design for certain. Not sure what they were thinking with the N64 controllers, but you know, we made do. We made do as kids. We just dealt with it. Wiimote confirmed. That came later. That came much later. With the Xbox after the GameCube. The classic Xbox, that giant brick of a console. Oh my god. Thing was tanky. It was a beast. Didn't play the first Halo though. I think when I got my Xbox, the most recent Halo game was Halo 2. That's where I started. I started at Halo 2, weirdly enough. You're somewhat intrigued in what put you off Honkai 3rd? Gacha is a big part of it, but you get so much free shit. Spending isn't needed. No, spending isn't the issue. It's the time gates of gacha games that put me off pretty much every gacha game. Pretty much. Where if you want to do certain things, you're locked out of doing them because you just have to wait. Where there's like a limit. The game physically restricts you from playing the game after a certain point. Or doing part of the game. That's what puts me off most gacha games. But then after Xbox, I think after Xbox, we got the Wii. When did I get my first PlayStation? I think it was the PlayStation 2. I think it was the PlayStation 2. I don't remember when I got it, but it was around the time Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. Is when I got PlayStation 2. It's literally the only game I got the PlayStation for. My love of Kingdom Hearts was strong enough where I wanted a brand new console. I'd never had PlayStation before, but my love of Kingdom Hearts was that it got me there. Yeah, the stamina used to be super rough. That's understandable. Yeah, because like in Infinity Nikki, they do have that. You do have like energy, but that's literally just for getting extra stuff. Like it doesn't really prevent you from playing the game at all. You still have to wait for certain things, but it's stuff that you don't really need. Like there's still plenty of stuff you can do even without all that, which is great. That's why I still like it. Um, but funnily enough, one of my best friends, when he got a PlayStation, he actually gave me a bunch of his old PlayStation 2 games, a PS3. He upgraded, and he didn't really want them anymore. So he was just like, "Oh, you want these? You have a PlayStation 2?" I was like, "Sure." So I actually got all of the Ratchet and Clank series at the time, all of the games because he had all those games. So I played through Ratchet and Clank, um, which was great. It was a great series. I'm glad I managed to get through that back in the day. Absolutely silly series, but it was a good time. Got through all of that. I think he had one Jack and Dexter game. Played one of those. Liked it, but not as much as Ratchet and Clank. Something about Ratchet and Clank just as a kid was just so much more appealing to me than Jack and Dexter. Even though they were very similar types of games. I think just the fact that like you had all these ridiculous guns. I don't know. It was fun. It was silly. It do fuck hard. It goes hard. Yeah. Going commando up your arsenal. Those are good shit. Good shit. And I'm honestly I'm glad that at the time I was as old as I was because I feel like a lot of the jokes definitely wouldn't have landed if I were like any younger. I think I was like the perfect age to like really get the peak of that game. That was fun. Um, what do we have after that? Oh, we got the three. I got a 360 at some point. Halo 3, Reach, um, Gears of War, classic ones there. What other game? Did I have any other games for Xbox? I'm trying to remember. That's kind of all I played on Xbox. Like Halo and Gears of War were like the two big ones for me. You love PlayStation subscription system because their premium tier lets you replay old games, like the old Ratchet and Clank games. That is nice. Gotta give Sony, I guess, props for that. Play old games on the newer consoles. That's solid. And then they add things monthly. Okay, they have a nice rotation. Yeah, I don't mind that if they rotate games. They gotta keep it fresh somehow, right? Gotta attract those new subscribers. No, not a rotation. Oh, they just add stuff? Oh, even better. Even better then. All right. Sorry Game Pass. Sorry Xbox Game Pass, but I got to give that point to Sony's PlayStation. I got to give it to there. Cuz I know the Game Pass does a rotation thing where they take games off the Game Pass and put new ones on. Right? Is that still a thing? I don't subscribe to any of that nonsense, but last I remember, that's how it worked. It was like a catalog of games on the Game Pass, and then after I don't know however much time, X amount of time, then they would rotate and put new games on, and take all those old ones off. Oh, it is okay. Yep. Got to give the point to Sony then. Got to give it to PlayStation, even though Sony is kind of a shit company still in my eyes. Gotta at least give their Game Pass the props that it deserves. Was doing a playthrough of Banjo-Kazooie and Lost Access since it rotated. Wait, even if because it's on the Game Pass, you don't actually own the game, right? Oh, that's a feel bad moment right there. They only take games off the game catalog and rotate them, but the classic catalog, so far, no games have been removed. Oh, okay. So they have like a current games catalog, and then they have a classics game catalog, and that just, the classic game stays. Okay, that's fair. I think that's fair. Keeping a what do you call it? A set roster of games for classics. That makes sense. And then updating the more modern one every now and again. He's getting so bored of it that you weren't too upset? It was definitely an excuse me? I wasn't done. Bored of Banjo-Kazooie? What do you mean, man? That game is that it's a classic. It's peak. Fighting off the evil witch Gruntilda and her minions. Solving puzzles and meeting kooky characters in crazy worlds. That's how Sony is with their tiers. Monthly games you keep as long as your subscription stays current. You keep those games, but their game catalog you will lose access to. Ah, I see. You didn't have how they launched it? Say you owned the Arkham bundle, they took one of the games away from you because it technically releasing on the PlayStation 3, so it became part of the PlayStation 3 catalog, even though you bought it when it was being sold on the PlayStation 4. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, Sony, you're you're close to me taking away that point that I just gave you. Why you hate buying digital something? Because you technically are long-term renting, for example. Deadpool. If you have the disc, you can still play it. But you can't purchase it online. I mean, yeah. 'Tis true. 'Tis true. You don't have to buy physical if you have the storage space. Yeah, even physical nowadays. I think some of them technically you don't actually own the game, you just own the license to play the game, or some bullshit like that. There's some legal jargon.
Stop!
You gotta head to bed? I'm starting to get heavy.
I'll go home.
No worries, my dude. You get a good night's sleep?
Do it.
Honestly, we're probably... Wait. Why was that muted? I saw one of those was muted. I think. Oh, wait, no. It was supposed to be muted. Because I have the actual sound come through. Never mind. Ignore me. It was working correctly. But I think we'll be wrapping up here soon. We had a nice long 2.5-ish hour chat. Yes, getting caught up on things. And then I will see you again on Monday. Weirdly enough, a Monday stream. Incredible. Oh. Getting your last rolls in, I see. Oh. I see. Another old me. Very good, yes. Remind me of my withering body once again. Thank you. Yeah, very much appreciated. Thank you, Goldie. Very well. I suppose now's the time for me to shuffle off. I got cribbage session to play. Spicy bean. I haven't had one of these in today. It's lovely. Some tasty sriracha. Oh. Heavens to Betsy! What? What is happening? Are you just spamming points now? You hooligan, you ruffian? Can't believe you do such a thing. Fuck. There was a gremlin in there too. I need to have that on a timer. Wait, no, not on a timer. Not on a timer. But I need to make it so that it doesn't actually start the timer. I haven't done my gremlin voice in so long. No. What is it? Mix it up. Yes, in mixing up, there's an option. There's an option. I gotta tick the option. That way it doesn't start until after I'm done with the other one. Yes, that's the way. You're just curious with old man. No, we don't combine them, you silly. I do them separately. There's no combining in this chat. Madness, that would be. Also, I don't think I could do both. I'm trying to think. No, because, well, because with this model, I tend to I go for the hair, you know, like, ooh, I'm a little old lady. You know, I try to match the model. If it were maybe one of my male models, old man, Yoda's old. Old man Yoda is just normal Yoda. There wouldn't be any difference. Nah, I couldn't, because my gremlin voice is too gravelly. It's too down here and like, nah. But my old man voice is more like, it's like the upper part of my vocal cords. Because it's two redeems, you need to make it different? What? They are different. You have Old Man, which is a very specific voice, and then you have Yoda, which is also a very specific voice. I just do one after the other. No, I'm just saying, because the visual effect happened while I was doing Old Man, which it needed to wait. It needed to wait to go. Because that signifies the timer starting. I need to fix that. I'll fix that later. I'll fix that after stream. I'll make a note of it though. Hold on, where's my notepad? Where is my notepad? Where I have my things that I need to fix. Okay, I do not have. There we go. Fix timing on gremlin. No, not Fremlin, gremlin. Thank you. All right, we've written it down. And now we're ready to go. What do I want to send you? That's the question. Let's see. I do. Oh, damn it. You stopped streaming. Okay. I can send you here. You have this as an option. Yes, it has been a minute. We could go there as well. Free run gremlin. Nah, that's just free run. Free run's a gremlin all on her own. She doesn't need the gremlin title. What are they doing? I'm on BRB right now. So I don't know what they're doing. But it has been a hot minute. Been a good month. Good month since. So yes, I think we'll actually go here. we're gonna go raid Nurse Keeks. Currently BRB and on Dead by Daylight, but I don't know if that will continue. We'll see. But that's where we're gonna go. That's the plan. We're gonna go say hi to Nurse Keeks. Oh, right, I forgot. I shuffled you over here. Let's do our classic raid massage. A little theater raid. Very good, very nice. But thanks everyone so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. God, it feels so weird to say that it's the weekend. Considering I just had the whole last week off. I still have 2 days of just vibing. Well, the rest of today and then tomorrow is going to be very emotionally taxing and intense roleplay and or combat in D&D. So we'll see. But yes, the next stream will be Monday, as I mentioned earlier. We will be trying to squeeze in as many streams as I can until the end of the year. So Monday we'll do something. I don't know. It'll be a typical, yeah, you won't know till the day of stream, but it'll be 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. It'll be after I get off work, and then Tuesday will be the same sort of dealio. We'll do something for a little bit. Celebrate the new year. We'll have a little New Year's party. No drinking for me. I can't drink, but I'll probably get some like sody pop or something. I'll be drinking that. Yeah. So, please join me in raiding Miss Keeks. Here are the socials if you'd like to follow me on any of that, or the Discord if you'd like to join. The most direct method of knowing what I'm up to. Yeah. Thanks again for joining me. We're going to start the raid. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, afternoon, or morning. Wherever you hang those hats, wherever you rest, those weary souls. I wish you well. So until next time, ciao for now. I almost turned up the wrong musical thing here. But I will turn it up just a little bit. We gotta get that fire, that nice fire crackling. I hope you guys could hear it. I tried to layer my audio today, just a wee bit, a little advanced audio work here. Yes. Not sure if it worked out. It was louder earlier, but take care, everybody.